Hello, all of you Vainglorious, you wonderful people, and welcome to Planet Coaster Update 1.3.3. Today's update was a big surprise to me. I didn't even know it was coming. I started Steam, and there was an update for Planet Coaster. I was like, what's this? And checked it out, and, well, there's some cool new stuff that we're going to look at here. So let's get right into it, shall we? So there's a couple new free rides, which we're going to place those down right along this path. There are also the usual bug updates and feature improvements and things like that. You can go read about that in the patch notes. I'll leave a link in the description down below to all of that is. So yeah, two new rides. One's a roller coaster, one's a flat ride. But there is also now new paid content, which I will feature a screenshot of some of that came up in the intro screen to the game. I don't have it because, well, I don't have the money for it, which is sad, I know, but, you know, it's just the reality of my situation right now. So, if you want to see the content in action, I would encourage you to head over to Geekism's channel. I will leave a link in the description to his video as well, or maybe there's still a card up on the screen right now, or maybe both. He actually has the... Oh, I'm connecting the wrong thing. Wait, oh, I placed the entrance where I wanted the exit and the exit where I wanted the entrance. Okay, way to go, Brendan. Place exit. I want the exit right there. I want my entrance right over here. There we go. So this is the Coriolis, a really neat little ride, actually. I'm going to open up the park and let some people in here. If it's not already open, it's open. Good. The Coriolis is kind of a neat-looking little ride here. Going to watch it go real fast. Looks like it's got a twister and a western kind of theme to it. Lovely lighting, but it's only lightly detailed, so, you know, you could easily make this work with just about anything that you're going for here. I don't think you're limited to just having it with a western theme, even though, you know, a lot of western stuff right there. But let's see if we can get some people to come ride it. So that we can, there we go, we've got some people coming to ride it. We'll speed up time till they get on here so that we can watch and see what the Coriolis does here. I believe that these cars here, the individual cars spin on their axis, and then I think the whole ride lifts up and kind of tilts, similar to some other rides that we have in the game. But let's go ahead and get this thing going, shall we? Come on. We're just waiting. There it goes. Yeah, so, yeah, each individual car spins and kind of swings out a little bit, which is kind of nice. And then I believe the ride actually lifts up. I've already seen this in action once today. Not in my own play, but in somebody else's video. Good old Geekism. I'm telling you, he's got a good channel. He really does. And he doesn't do just Planet Coaster. He does a lot of other simulation-type games. I've really enjoyed subscribing to him, and I would recommend, if you like simulation games, then you do the same, because he just has a nice, upbeat take on creating things. And my God, the stuff he creates at Planet Coaster is amazing. But so that's the Coriolis. Looks like that might be all that it does. What I'm going to do is kick everybody off of it. I just want to see what our options are. So spin high, spin reverse. Spin high and spin high reverse are all that we really have there. So I'm just going to open it back up, which immediately kicks everyone off. But, you know, whatever. There is also a new coaster, and for that, I believe there is a blueprint. I don't know which one it is, though. So bear with me while I find it. This would be where if I paid more attention to the names of what I already had, I would know. But since I don't pay that attention, I don't know. Come on, where is it? I know what it looks like, but the thumbnails aren't always the best to find them with. Let me just look real quick at the Planet Coaster patch notes and see what it's called. Alright, it's called Manic Mouse, which that found nothing for me. Mouse. There it is. I found it. Mousy Antics. My bad. The ride is Mousy Antics, but the coaster is something different altogether. So we'll rotate it around this way and get a good peek at what this guy does. I like the big piece of cheese over here. Is that something they made? Yeah, it's something they made. I dig that. That's awesome. They just used a bunch of prisms and made a big slice of cheese, and for some reason it has knights around it. So let's see what we can recolor first of all. Track color, which is currently pink. You can change all of that around as usual. Other bits of the track color you can change, and that changes our station and some of the bits of the supports and the rest of it there. And then of course you can change the car colors too. Let's reset all this back because it's kind of a beautiful ride as is. I don't want to mess with it. And then of course the car colors you can change. The main car color, which is this first one here, and then it looks like you can change the little mouse's spots. Oh my god, that mouse looks terrified. Alright, so let's place down an entrance and an exit, and, oh, they're already down, and connect them up here. Entrance, we'll just bring that down in some sharp stairs. I don't want you to connect. There we go. I don't want you to connect just yet. Come on, cooperate with me, please. There we go, we'll do that, and then bring it the rest of the way down. There we go. Just want to get a little bit of a cue for it, so that as we're playing with other new blueprints, we can take a look at other stuff as well. We'll just use the same path, why not? And just have it come right out. So let's take a bit of a ride, or watch this one at least in testing, and see what it does. And of course, this is the coaster that is available. If you go into customs, it is the Manic Mouse. And there's your basic. But this guy is Mousy Antics. So it looks like we've got a potential spinning coaster here. So far it's not. No banking on any of the curves. Just gets, you know, some nice G's going in those then. Not a very fast coaster the way they have it built. But I could have swore that this also spun. There they go. Yeah, they spin as well. So everybody kind of faces one direction and then they spin, unlike the other spinning coaster that we already have in the game. So we'll get that tested, get it opened up so some people can come ride that as well. And then we'll take a look at the other new blueprints that are in the game. There we go. I should be able to open that up now. Not a very exciting coaster, not very good on fear, but it's a nice gentle ride for families with younger children. And I'm sure you can make it the excitement and the fear and all that as crazy as you wanted it to. But there are a couple other blueprints, so let's just extend out our path here a little bit more. Let's just, instead of clicking a bajillion times, let's do that. There we go. So, back into coasters. I think they're coaster blueprints that we have. There is one called Hoax. Let's find Hoax. Oh, there it is. Whoa, big coaster, I think. No, not a very big coaster. It's just tall. So we'll rotate that on around here, and actually let's plop it down over here. I know, I'm not the smoothest with my camera controls. Let's see if we can't get it to go right above this guy here. Kind of give a nice little effect. I like it when rides overlap, and so that you can see one ride when you're on the other. I dig that. Entrance this side. We'll come down and almost all the way out, and then we'll loop back up under real quick, and then we'll come back out. So this is one of the other blueprints that was included just for free with the game as part of the update. I love that Frontier does this. Yeah, they have paid DLC, and I know paid DLC can be controversial for a lot of people. I don't really mind it all that much for Planet Coaster, because, I mean, they bring so much free content, and if this is what it takes to, you know, keep Frontier's coffers filled so they can keep bringing us great free content, then I am all for it. It's just I can't particularly afford it right now. It's on my Steam wish list, but, you know, I'm not really optimistic that I'll have it anytime soon. My only concern with the DLC, and first of all, it is cool DLC, and we'll look at it as best as I can, is that with the workshop items, if a workshop item includes the DLC, how the game will substitute it, or if it just won't allow you to have it altogether. I know, like, way back in the day, like on the Sims games that I used to play, when you would download something that had DLC in it that you didn't have, the game would just make a decent substitute, and you could just go on using the item you had downloaded, and it was like, oh, wow, this keeps going. Oh, I love it. I love it. And then it slows down and then goes into the station. That's beautiful. The Hoax is quite nice. So that's one of the blueprints that was included. And then we also have Woodfalls. Let's see what Woodfalls looks like. There it is. Looks like we've got just a nice, whoa, a massive wooden roller coaster. Where are we going to put this guy? Let's spin it around here. See if we can't get the station over here. Good God, this thing's so big it's kind of unwieldy to move it around. But there we go. We'll plop it down right next to this other coaster right here. Oh my God, it's so pretty. I like the wood coaster all in white like that. That is, or maybe it's a light blue. I can't quite tell, but it's quite lovely. I dig it. Good job, Frontier. I wonder who it is that makes their blueprints within Frontier. I'd love to know. I bet somebody does know already, and I just don't. Why? Fine, we'll connect you up at a weird angle. We're just showing off what's new in the update. So it has a weird angle. It has a weird angle. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. It has a curvy stairs now. So let's actually ride this one, shall we? Yes, we shall. Because I love wooden roller coasters. They are my favorite type of coaster to ride. I like all roller coasters. Really enjoy them. I'm a huge roller coaster nut. But wooden coasters are my absolute favorite. So I wanted to ride this one. Let's go back to a car a little farther back, though. There we go. I kind of like seeing them from about with some people in front of me and things like that. Even though these are just the test dummies. Me, I always ride in the very front car, personally, in real life. But in Planet Coaster, I kind of like to have a bit of the car in front of me. I think it just looks better for the video. Agree, disagree. You can leave a comment down below and let me know. Climb quite high on this one. Or maybe that it's just at its lowest chain speed. Could be that too. We're going up. And we're still going up. Oh, I think I see the top. Yes. There's the top. This is quite nice so far. Even though it's just been on the chain lift. Oh, I love it when coasters do that. Like, you get to the top, you think you're going to drop, and then it just kind of curves, and then you drop. I love that. That's one of my favorite things to happen on a coaster. Ooh, quite nice. Quite loud. But that's the nature of the Beast, which is one of my favorite wooden coasters, by the way. The Beast in Kings Island, just outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. Absolutely love that ride. This is a lovely ride. I dig it. I mean, it's not too complicated, but it keeps its speed up really nice, which is something I always enjoy about wooden coasters, is when they just keep that momentum going, even though you're going through all kinds of rises and turns and dips, that it really keeps its speed up. Slowing down at the end, coming into the brakes for the station, and that's that. Very cool. I like it a lot. I dig it. So we'll get it opened up so we can have some people lining up for that. Did we not open this one? We did not. Now it's open. People can come ride that. Let's open up this guy. We have no food or drinks or anything, but we're just showing off DLC, so that's okay. And then the final blueprint is one called Wrangler, and it is a Viper 1 coaster blueprint. So let's see if we can't find the Wrangler. There she is. And how big is it so I know where I can put it? I could probably get it to sneak in right down here. Bring a path over to it. Right like that. What a mess of a park I have made. We'll just take the exit all the way over to that queue we already have. Not going to be the prettiest thing ever. But then again, like I said, just showing off the new content. Not quite worried about making a pretty park right now. So bring this over this way, have it go, nope, you're not coming out yet. And there we go. I like long queues. I know that some people say don't do it, but I do it because, well, it just seems like the way to go for me. So this is just a nice Viper 1. It just goes up. And then I'm assuming it'll probably do more than one pass to get some speed to get us all the way to the top. So there is the reverse where it picked up a little more speed from the station. And then it's going to come back down and get launched again to pick up even more speed. And there we go. And that got it almost to the top. So I bet it's going to be one more and then stop. We'll see. But I bet that's what's going to happen. Ooh, that one gets right to the top, doesn't it? So is it going to stop now? Oh, I was wrong. It goes one more time. When does it stop then? Ooh, I dig that. These are such fun rides. And there we go. And it's done. And it's done testing. So I can open it. I kind of like to ride that one while we talk about DLC, which, you know what? Actually, let's go out of the writing. Because what I want to find out is, like, if I click the DLC, toggle unpurchased items. Well, I don't know. Okay, so that leaves the purchased ones available. I don't know what the individual pieces are called, so I don't know if maybe they're like in my game and just grayed out to tease me that they're there. It's kind of what I'm looking for now, is to see if that's the case. So I believe they were scenery items. I could be wrong about that. I do know that there were 3 new versions of the roller coaster, or not the roller coaster, my bad, of the go-karts, actually. One that fits each of the 3 themes, and the themes are awesome. And we are going to look at them. Don't you worry, we're going to look at them. I'm just going to keep going through here. I don't want to type anything into search to give away what the DLC is, so I'm just going to do this agonizingly slow scroll through all of this. And it looks like, by now I should have started running into them. So it looks like they're not going to be here as a tease. So, and that doesn't change anything either, right? Everything still ends the same. Yeah, everything still ends the same. So I'll do one quick little search. Yeah, they're not there. Okay. So that was in scenery. I'm sure they're not in buildings, and I know they're not going to be in rides since I don't own the DLC. Yeah, just regular go-karts. So it would be 3 more themed go-karts. And what I'm going to do now is throw up some screens, both from the Steam page as well as from the intro screen from the game when it first launched, when I was getting ready to record this video. So, the 3 themes are, and I'm going to go in order of my least favorite to my most favorite, even though I really do like all 3 of them. The first is from a really old TV show, like so old that it was originally in black and white. I think later years did get color, and there's been a movie made about it. The Munsters, which when I was a little kid, The Munsters was on reruns on TV somewhere. Just a good, fun, family-type show about a family of monsters. They had a Frankenstein and a vampire and another vampire and a wolf-type werewolf and I forget, and then a normal kid. Yeah, somehow they had a normal kid. Maybe it was the niece. I don't know. But the Munsters was really cool, and they had some really cool cars. I can't show them to you, but there are scenery pieces in the game where the cars are actually made. But there's also what they're calling these Planet Coaster construction kits. And it not only are the cars already pre-made, but they also have the pieces so that you can make another version of them, which is kind of cool. But then there's the Munsters, which features a lot of stuff that'll be really good for Halloween themed or spooky dark rides or haunted houses that you could use the individual pieces. They even come with some special effects, like for the Munsters, it has like some green fog that looks really cool and some beautiful, beautiful lighting. Again, if you want to see it all in action, head over to Geekism's channel. No, he does not know I'm promoting his channel or anything like that. There's no formal agreement here. I just like his content a lot, and I think he does a good job of showing off the game. The second one is Knight Rider. And I was really thrilled in Knight Rider. Not only did they include K.I.T.T, but they include like the K.I.T.T assault vehicle that was featured a couple times. But they also included K.I.T.'s evil nemesis, K.A.R.R. That's right, K.A.R.R is in the game. And they did a beautiful job on K.I.T.T and K.A.R.R and the assault kit. They're absolutely stunningly gorgeous. You've got to see them. I will do my best to find every screenshot that I... Excuse me as I hiccup mid-sentence. Every screenshot that I can of them, because they are just quite lovely. And then the one I think, not only am I the most excited for, but probably everybody, is Back to the Future. And oh my god, I think there's like 4 different versions of the DeLorean, maybe even 5. It's crazy insane. Like a version from each movie, and then from I get my order of them mixed up. I think it was 2 where they went back to the Old West. Maybe that was 3. I could be mistaken on it. Been a while since I've seen the movies. But they have both versions, not only the one when he first arrives, but then after it has been fitted to ride on the railroad tracks. Absolutely cool. And it has like some incredible special effects, like the a big long flame that you can make for the tire tracks, and this cool special effect that can go over the car to look at it, that you can have there that does like the special effect of it about to, time warp. It's just, it's stunning. It's really cool. They did a great job on the DLC. Like I said, I don't have it because I don't have the money to buy it. That is the cost of unemployment. Or the lack of cost of unemployment. Yeah, it doesn't cost me anything because I'm unemployed. So I saved money by not having a job. I don't know how that works. Anyway, guys, so that's basically it for the 1.3.3 update to Planet Coaster. Like I said, there are bug fixes and scenery fixes and UI fixes and things like that. You can head over to the Planet Coaster forums. I'll leave that link in the description down below so that you can read about all the bug fixes that are there. But once again, we have a beautiful update from Frontier for Planet Coaster. One I did not even know was going to be here. It just showed up this morning. And I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at the content. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.